Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Henry Wolf Ride for Less. I'm out here. I'm going to show you 5 things that you need to know before you purchase a car. I wanted to do a video just to give anybody information, whether you're a first-time car buyer, whether you are a woman who's purchasing a car by yourself, whether you are a man who's purchasing a car and don't have the information. The 5 things that you should check for when you're about to purchase a car. Here we go, and I'm going to. Okay, so the first thing, this car right here is a 2008 Hyundai Elantra. I just redid the fender and I redid the bumper on it, but I just want to use this car as an example. Okay, so the first thing you should check is the engine oil. It even says engine oil on it. So you pull it out, you look at the level. And by the way, I just added oil to this. So you see the oil on the stick. Let's clean off the oil stick. Boom, boom. Now there's no oil left on the stick. And how you know that the oil is at the correct level, let's see if I can get it to focus. Okay. Bam. Here we go. It has an F on it and it has an L. The F is for full and the L is for low. So let's stick it in there. Bam. And like I said, I just put oil in it and boom. Where is the oil level? The oil level is at full. It's at that first dot. And let's flip it over if you couldn't see. Bam. Now you can see oil. So that's the first thing that you should check when you're purchasing a car. The second thing you should check is the transmission fluid. Same premise. It says ATV oil. That means automatic transmission fluid. And you see this is, on this one it has hot and cold, or it has H and C. And when the car is, you're supposed to check it when the car is on, but I'm inside of a building, so I'm not going to crank the car up. And then you put it back in there. And then when you pull it out, it's supposed to be between the H and the cold. If the car is hot, meaning you have it running, then it'll have the transmission fluid needs to be at that level. If it's at the C level when it's cold, that's when it should be at that level. The third thing that you should check before you purchase a car is the radiator fluid. Bam, here we go. Let's take this off. And as we can see, the radiator fluid is full. This is also something that I want you to know. Well, let me put that on correct. Bam, okay. Let's look at it. Bam, it's on. Okay, you check the radiator fluid in the radiator. Also, check the radiator fluid in the coolant tank. We see that the coolant tank, and if we hit it, you see the coolant move, so it's at full. You can also look inside of the coolant tank to make sure that there's fluid in there. And as you see, the fluid is right there. Bam. That's the third thing you should check. The fourth thing that you should check, just general maintenance, inspection of vehicles. Take off the oil cap and look under the oil cap. If you see a milky substance, now this is not a milky substance, this is the color of the cap before the heat and the oil has been on it. If you see a milky white or yellow substance on this area, do not purchase that vehicle. That means the vehicle either had water inside of the oil or either had coolant mixing with the engine oil. It could have been a flood vehicle or it could have been a blown head gasket. And every time I purchase a car, before I purchase, I always take off the oil cap. Even though I check the oil and I look at the oil, if someone's selling a car that has a blown head gasket, 9 times out of 10, they forget to check or they forget to remove the oil from there. So that's one reason. So that's the fourth thing you should check. The fifth thing you should check is just the overall maintenance and looking of the vehicle. I always check the tires. I check the inside of the vehicle. I check the AC. But just walk around the vehicle and make sure the vehicle looks how you want it to look. Always check the tires. Look at the body of the vehicle. Make sure there's no dents. There's no rust. You can even get up under the vehicle. Like I said, I just changed the fender. And now you're back at the front of the vehicle. I'm going to close the vehicle. Bam. So here we go. We have a 2008 Hyundai Elantra. Those are the 5 things that you should check before you purchase a vehicle: oil, transmission fluid, coolant, the oil cap, and the overall exterior of the vehicle.